OGL 1.1. Thank you! I will not destroy my own video games. Yes, you read correctly. You hear me right. The new OGL 1.1 from WOTC will make the current OGL unauthorized, revoked, illegal, completely banned, retroactively, and it will prevent the creation of OGL video games. That's right, the new OGL does not cover video games at all. So, I'm very sorry to say, guys, but regretfully, I will have to destroy very soon all of my games, all of my intellectual property, and all of my game projects that I've been working on for more than 20 years. Sorry, guys. No more KotC 2, no more KotC 1 for you. Finished! It's all over. It's like a giant nuke, a giant fireball. No one survives that blast. Boom! What are you saying? What about those Kickstarter promises? Well, I guess we can all forget about them now. Oh, also, I guess you can say bye-bye to all of your Pathfinder video games and to any other OGL video game, virtual tabletop application, character creation app, and any other app that makes use of the unauthorized OGL. So yeah, if you want my games, be sure to buy them now, while you can still get them. Now, if that doesn't make me 1 million sales by the end of the week, I don't know what will. Now, calm down, players. Of course I'm joking. I love working on KotC 2. How could I ever stop doing that? So, people have been asking me, how will the new OGL affect Knights of the Chalice? Well, first of all, the new OGL has yet to be published by WOTC. I know that there is a leak, and this leak seems to be the actual OGL 1.1. Nevertheless, as long as we haven't got the official word from WOTC, all of the talk about the new OGL and its effect on video games and other OGL material remains speculation. Now, let's assume that the leak is the actual OGL 1.1. And let's assume that WOTC actually enforces a ban on all material that was created in good faith, while the OGL 1.0 was still authorized. Then, in this case, I suppose I could turn the KotC games into non-OGL games? Essentially, this means rephrasing all of the in-game help entries that contain SRD text, that's the system reference document, and also removing all mentions of the OGL in the games and in the web pages. I mean, sure, it will take time away from development, but it can be done. And then, I suppose WOTC could still file lawsuits against any material that uses basic stuff, like Red Dragon, Hydra, or base attack bonus. Then again, anyone can sue anyone for any reason, even the most flimsy reason. It's important to understand that WOTC previously explicitly authorized the creation of video games using the OGL. This was made very clear in 2 FAQs, the OGL FAQ and the software FAQ. By November 2021, both FAQ web pages were still online on the website wizards.com. That's the website of WOTC. WOTC cannot now make a claim that the company never intended for the OGL to be used for the creation of video games. I mean, they even helped us make the video games by telling us exactly how we should proceed with the OGL in a video game. I quote from the OGL FAQ the last question at the bottom of the FAQ. Question: I want to distribute computer software using the OGL. Is that possible? Answer: yes, it's certainly possible. You have to clearly identify what part of the software is open game content, One way is to design your application so that all the open game content resides in files that are human readable. Very good. Now I will quote from the software FAQ right from the top of the FAQ. Question: can the licenses be used with software? Answer: yes, both licenses can be used with software. By both licenses, the FAQ refers to the license of the OGL and the license of D20. Next question: how can the OGL be used with software? Answer: just like with other material, the OGL allows you to use any open content, provided you follow the terms of the OGL. Next question: so what kinds of programs can I make with the OGL? Answer: anything! You couldn't be any clearer. Next question: so could I make a game? Answer: sure. Remember too, you cannot use any product identity with the OGL or claim compatibility with anything. So you can't say your game is a D20 system game or uses D&D rules or call it Elminster's Under Mountain Crawl. All very good. All sounds good to me. Both of the FAQs were removed from the website of WOTC in 2022 only. If you search the Wayback Machine website, you will see that the software FAQ was still online as late as 22 November 2021. I will put the links to the two FAQs at the Wayback Machine below this video. So anyway, what does this all mean? It means that by November 2021, WOTC was still telling people that they can make a video game using the OGL 1.0a. Now, as you all know, video game creation can take a very long time. I know something about that. And it can require substantial investments. Therefore, video game creation can be based on a vaporous, fluctuating license agreement, something which is not suggested by the wording of the OGL 1.0a. I quote from the text of the OGL 1.0a. For, in consideration for agreeing to use this license, the contributors grant you a perpetual, worldwide, royalty-free, non-exclusive license to use the open game content. Now, if you look up the English definition of the word perpetual, you will find this: never ending. Never ending. So what is my opinion about all this? It is the following. Revoking the OGL 1.0a, even for material created while this license was authorized, is akin to pulling the rug out from under the feet of the many people who've been creating fantasy material in good faith and in compliance with all of the terms of the OGL 1.0a. And two more things should be understood. Under the terms of the leaked OGL, approving the new license essentially means that WOTC gets to capture all of the intellectual property of creators. For example, the name Knights of the Chalice and all KotC material and games. Obviously, this is unacceptable to me. The OGL is not that important to the KotC games, which leads to the next point. The use of the OGL in video games and elsewhere can hardly be considered to be a prejudice to the Dungeons & Dragons brand. That's because OGL users were never allowed to use the D&D logo, or the D20 logo, or the words Dungeons & Dragons, except very indirectly. We could never claim to be part of the D&D brand, the D&D umbrella. All we are allowed, currently, is the use of the SRD text, which is the very bare bones rule set material, without any image or logo, just some very basic text. Now, It would be one thing to agree to royalty payments if we were allowed to use the terms DnD OGL to begin with. But that's not the case. By not being able to call our products official DnD, we are prevented from benefiting from the popularity of the DnD brand name. The general public does not care about the word OGL. That's why an OGL game can hardly be viewed as a serious competitor to any official DnD game. So now, how can I conclude this? Please support all the OGL creators out there and show to WOTC that it's important for you that the open game content remains open and free for all people to use in their creations. There is a petition collecting signatures at the website OpenDnD.games. So feel free to sign that. Please like this video, become a subscriber, and why not buy KotC too if you haven't already done so. I am now creating new adventure modules for KotC 2, and this is going to be a really awesome adventure. Please rest assured, no one can stop that. Goodbye now.